Problem number 17. So now we've got some unit conversions, and they are all metric. Metric conversions are kind of nice because you do the same thing no matter if it's grams, meters, liters, no matter what. Just knowing how to convert between base to kilo to those kind of things is super helpful. So we want to convert 18 kilometers equals blank meters. So what do? We know that there's 1,000 kilometers in a meter. If we have like the KHD, King Henry died by drinking chocolate milk, if you've ever heard that one. This gives you that. So I need to go from kilo over here to base over here. So if I do that, it takes 3 steps. So I take 18, and then there's a decimal place with some zeros after it. I need to move this decimal place over a few. So 1, 2, 3, because that's how many jumps it took to get from here to here. And I'm left with 18,000 meters is what I get to. Or another thing, if you want, that's perfectly fine, is just there's 1,000 kilometers in a meter, so 18 kilometers times 1,000 meter for every kilometer. And you could just multiply by 1,000, you wouldn't have to write the fraction. Equals 18,000 meters. Whatever way you're comfortable with gives you the right answer. 18,000 meters. Okay. So now we need to convert 5 decigrams to grams. So deci is smaller. The way I kind of think about that, if I get confused by deca versus deci, is that C is kind of a soft, meek sound. So the deci should be smaller than the deca, because ka is like a very strong sound. So deci, it sounds a little bit meek, so it should be smaller. So we have 5 decigrams equals blank grams. Here I'm only moving over by 1. So here I can move this over 0.5 grams. So if I have 5 decigrams, oops, not a G, I really have half of a gram. So 5 decigrams moves over to 0.5. Same trick as we did above. If you want, you could just divide it by 10 because it's 5 dg times 10 dg over 1 gram. Either way works. Now convert 1,234 milligrams to grams. I'm going to do it straight the multiplication way. So here, milli is a little bit far away, 3 steps, or it takes 10, 100, 1,000 milligrams to make 1 gram. So 1,234 milligrams divided by 1,000 equals 1.34 grams. So let's write that down, 0.34 grams. One thing I can tell you is if you write it out this dimensional analysis way to try and be safe, I can award more partial credit in case you do something wrong, because if for some reason you thought there were 100 meters to a kilogram and you write that in this pink bubble instead of 1,000 meters, I understand where your confusion was and I'm able to award more partial credit for that. So that's just something to keep in mind if you want to try to maximize that. Finally, convert 30 liters to milliliters. This L should be capitalized over here. So we're going from a bigger unit to a smaller unit. So we expect the number to get bigger. So here we have 30. We're going from the base unit to the milli. Write as many zeros as you need. We move it over 1, 2, 3 units, and we have 30,000 milliliters. So that would be our metric unit conversions, and it goes back and forth both ways. I didn't feel the need to do too many because, again, it doesn't matter if you're doing weight, distance, volume, it all works.